Hey guys, Joel Frank here, market analyst for YouTrading. In today's video, we're going to be looking at a trade idea that I am currently monitoring. Now, this one's actually a cryptocurrency. It's Ethereum. As part of being a macro analyst, I think it is important nowadays, given the growth in cryptocurrencies over the last couple of years, to monitor the big cryptocurrency names, at least like Bitcoin, Ethereum, potentially some of the other ones like Ripple and Cardano, Solana. But anyway, we've got Ethereum here on 1 day candlesticks, and you can see that pretty much since the start of the month, Ethereum, which had been in a downtrend since mid-August, has actually stabilized, and it broke out of that downtrend pretty much at the start of the month, and it's kind of been edging higher slash going sideways. Hasn't been able to get back above its 50-day moving average, which you can see here in red, which has acted as a really good area of support previously. Then in late August, we broke below it, and then since then it's been acting as resistance pretty well. And we've also got resistance in the $1,700 area for Ethereum too. So that is capping the price action for now. But pretty much my trade idea is that I think there's a fairly decent chance that in the next couple of weeks, or even days potentially, we could see a push above this area of resistance, above the 50-day moving average. You can see we're now above the 21-day moving average, which is there in blue, and back towards these recent highs. Now, why am I saying that? Well, first of all, we've got a major upgrade coming to the Ethereum network, the merge, the so-called merge, where they transition from, I mean, this is very crypto specific, but they transition from this very energy intensive way of securing the blockchain called proof of work, which is actually the same way that Bitcoin does it, to something which is much less energy intensive. I think it takes about 99.95% less energy, called proof of stake. And then this sort of opens up the door for various further upgrades to the Ethereum network, which are going to improve its speed and scalability and all these kind of buzzwords that everybody's talking about. But if this goes forward successfully, and it is expected to be implemented before the 20th of September, then yeah, like I say, I think that could deliver a pretty sizable boost to Ethereum. But then there's also the macro situation. And I'm becoming more optimistic that cryptocurrencies might be in for, and potentially stocks, might be in for a push higher in the next couple of weeks. Why do I say that? Well, we've got inflation data coming out of the US next week. That is likely to show that inflation in the US continues to gradually pull back from its peak that it hit earlier this year. We've had the Fed being very, very hawkish recently, but there's a growing sense that perhaps if inflation is showing really good signs of having peaked, then in the near term, we might have seen peak Fed hawkishness, which could allow cryptocurrencies and stocks some room to rally. We've got the Fed coming up later this month as well, I believe on the 21st. And they're probably going to hike interest rates by 75 basis points for a third consecutive time, but they're probably, especially if inflation continues to come down when the data comes out next week, they're probably going to indicate a slower pace of rate hikes going ahead, as in a deceleration to 50 basis points or even potentially 25 basis points. So I think, in the near term, I'm not predicting the start of the bull market for all these risk assets, but I'm just saying I think we could see a bit of respite, and in Ethereum, which has also got this merge coming up, a potential push back to the 2000 area, which potentially, if you were actually going to trade this, I'd be looking for a breakout above and then potentially a pullback to this support area, and then that is where I would be thinking about jumping on. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one.